Hello, scholars. Today we're going to learn how to use a protractor to draw angles. But first we're going to practice visualizing it using pencils. If we wanted to draw a 90-degree angle, which is a benchmark angle, we could place two pencils on our paper like this. To show that it's a 90-degree angle, we could draw a small box in the corner like this. You may have seen that in squares or rectangles in the past. This little box shows that this is a 90-degree angle. Now we can use 90-degree angles to show other angles as well, or benchmark angles to show other angles. For example, in this configuration that we have the pencils in, we used our 90-degree angle here between these two pencils, and we split the area between them up into three equal areas. Since 90 divided by 3 equals 30, each one of these angles is 30 degrees. Now to look at some more benchmark angles, first we'll look at 0 degrees. 0 degrees is a benchmark angle, and it's drawn like this. The vertex here, and we have one ray going straight out. The other ray is going straight out as well, to the right. Since these two rays are on top of each other, this is a benchmark of 0 degrees. Benchmark angles are angles that are very easy to remember and easy to draw as well. We did the 90 degrees previously with the pencils. We could draw that like this. There's the vertex. There's one ray going straight up and one to the right. We could draw our square here to show that this is a 90-degree angle. Now, a 180-degree angle is fairly simple as well. We have our vertex here, and one ray going out directly to the right, and the other ray is going directly out to the left. If we wanted to show this as two 90-degree angles, we would simply put a small ray going straight out of the top and a square there, denoting that this is 90 degrees, and another square denoting that this is 90 degrees. And two 90-degree angles equals 180 degrees. Now for a 270-degree angle, we start with our vertex, and we have our ray that goes out that way. Then we have a ray that goes down this way. Now this may look like a 90-degree angle, and if we were measuring it from here, that would be true. But we're going to measure it all the way around that way. If we wanted to verify this, or to show that this is 270 degrees, we could once again draw our ray straight out of the top, and there's 90 degrees. Another ray this way, and our box showing that this is 90 degrees, and then our last box here showing that this is 90 degrees. And 90 degrees times 3 of them equals 270 degrees. Now looking at the 360 degrees, if you've ever heard anyone say he did a complete 360, that means he turned all the way around. It looks very similar to the 0 degrees. So coming out from our vertex, we have one ray, and we have the other ray, our second ray. Now, as I said, this looks very similar to the 0 degrees, except for we're measuring all the way around. And if we drew our rays as we have in the past, we could show that those are 4 90 degrees. 90-degree angles. So if we multiply 90 times 4, that would equal 360 degrees, showing that we've gone a complete 360. Now, using a protractor to make angles is fairly simple. First, we're going to make an angle of 40 degrees. So we're going to go on put our protractor on our sheet, and we're going to make a mark at the vertex. Then we're going to make a mark at 0 degrees, and since we're doing 40 degrees, we're going to go up the side here to where it says 40 degrees and make a mark there. Next, we're going to move our protractor. Now, these lines here are simply because I'm using this in a digital landscape, but you on your paper would actually pick up the protractor and move it to where you need to. I'm going to move it so that I can use the straight edge to draw right on the bottom of this line. Right on the bottom of it to draw my line out. And there's my ray for 0 degrees. Then I'm going to rotate this around so that I can place it directly on the next line. Then I draw my line, once again using that straight edge, up through that angle. Then we can see that when we move this out of the way, our angle that we're left with is 40 degrees. Let's try another one. Let's try 130 degrees. Once again, we place our mark at the vertex and at 0 degrees. And we travel all the way over here to 130 degrees, and we place our mark. Then we move our protractor so that we can use the straight edge and draw our line right across the edge of that. And we make our ray. Now, let me move this down here. Now we take this and we spin this all the way around so that we can line it up with this one. And you know, we can spin it all the way around the opposite direction too, and place it that way. It really doesn't matter. Then we use that straight edge. Let me try that again. We use that straight edge to draw another ray. Then we move our protractor out of the way, and we can see that our angle that is left is 130 degrees. Now, what happens if we want to draw a 70-degree angle, but we want to start at 20 degrees? First, we would draw our mark at the vertex and move to 20 degrees. Now, if we moved up to 70 degrees, make a small mark right here. If we moved up to 70 degrees, that angle that these two rays would make from the vertex would not be 70 degrees. Since 70 degrees minus 20 degrees equals 50 degrees. But what we're looking for is a 70-degree angle. So what we need to do is take 20 degrees and add 70 to it to find the angle that we need to go to. That equals 90 degrees. So from here, we're going to move move up to our 90 degrees, and we're going to place a mark. Then we're going to move our protractor so that we can line it up and use it as a straight edge. Just like that. And there's one ray. Then for our next, we're going to move this around about like that. And there's our straight edge. And we'll use that straight edge to draw our line. Then we'll move that out of the way. And once again, put our arrows showing that it's a ray. And we have now a 70-degree angle. Even though this one started at 20 degrees and this one went up to 90 degrees, the difference between those two is 70 degrees. And that's how you use a protractor to draw angles.